everyone, I'm Becky.
And I'm Sarah.
And we're doing Bickering book reviews. Today we are talking about Call It What You Want by Brigid Kemmerer, and which I got off of NetGalley.
Same.
And so this book is about Rob, and Rob's life is kind of becoming a hot mess. Rob's father embezzled a whole bunch of money from his clients and got caught by the feds. And instead of serving time, he tried to kill himself, but he didn't do a very good job, so now he's kind of in a vegetated state in the house, and Rob and his mother are trying to take care of him. So Rob's whole life has been totally derailed. The money's gone. His friends don't want to talk to him. He got kicked off the lacrosse team. Well, he didn't get kicked off the lacrosse team. He couldn't afford it anymore. And he has to help take care of his dad. And then on the flip side of that is Megan, who was like the perfect straight-A student. Everybody loved her. Everybody thought she was like going places. She kind of freaked out and tried to cheat on the SATs, got caught, and now she's known as a cheater. So they're basically both kind of in this hot mess place in their lives, and they get teamed up on a assignment together, and they start to connect over their hotness, messiness, and a little bit of a romance starts. That's kind of what the book is, and that's where we are. So, like, this book grabbed me. Like, she had me. Like, I was hooked. I liked the story with Rob's dad. I liked the story with Megan. I liked the story with Megan's sister. Can we say what that happens like in the first chapter, right?
Yeah, it's in the description.
Is it? So yeah, Megan's sister.
Her perfect sister.
Her perfect sister got a full scholarship to Duke and came home pregnant after like less than a semester, maybe.
Yeah.
So, but it Kemmerer, like it got me. This is the first realistic fiction I read by her.
Oh, okay. So, all right, that because I've read her love letters. It's love letters to the lost or letters to the lost.
I don't know.
Shoot, I just had it up. Anyway, I read her other realistic fiction series. And those books are about kind of broken people finding their way to each other, but also kind of standing on their own and figuring things out. This is told in very much the same style. These characters just weren't my favorites, but it wasn't bad because she's so great at telling a story. I love her writing. Like, I love her
See,
books.
that's the thing. She got me. Like, I was hooked. Like, I was, like, the very beginning, I think, like, the first paragraph, he's talking about how you can try to commit suicide wrong and explaining what happened to his dad. And I was like, okay, you got me. I'm here.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that both of these characters needed to marinate on their own a little bit longer. And, like, I kind of wish that the story had picked up a little bit further on down in their lives, or maybe some things have been tweaked. Because, honestly, when I think about Rob, I imagine this part, and I only saw, like, a part of the movie. I don't even remember what the movie was called. I think it was one with Sandra Bullock where she's, like, a recovering addict.
Oh, 28 Days.
Okay,
20 days. Yeah, 20 days, not 20 days later. Like, I confused. That's a zombie movie.
That's a zombie movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm thinking of that part where, like, you have to be able to take care of a plant before you can, like, progressively move up to taking different things about, you know, having a relationship. Anyway, Rob's not at a point where he can take care of a plant. So the idea of them having a relationship, like, just, it doesn't work for me, especially because at one point he turns into this very Robin Hood character, and I get why he does what he does, where he's coming from. It just doesn't sit right with me, and it kind of was jarring in the story, I think.
See, and that's the thing is, like, I really, 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 really enjoyed this book, but I was like, I wasn't at that, like, 5 stars wow place. And, like, I'm making, like, a 4.5, and I'm like, why am I not going to that wow place? And I think it was because there was about 30 pages towards the end that just reached this, like, melodramatic place. It was, like, stuff with Connor's dad. And I was kind of like, we went too far. And I think that knocked me out of the...
But that wasn't shocking.
That wasn't shocking, but it just didn't...
See, no, I get back more to with Rob. I just think he...
See, because I loved Rob. I, like, totally, like, were like, if this was a movie, I would have been all crushing on that.
He needed more time to kind of work through things.
I was okay. I liked Rob. I liked Megan. I liked their families. I loved the parts with, like, his dad and, like, talking about that. I thought Megan, and I felt like Megan might have needed a little bit more development.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I really liked all of the characters except for Rob's mom. I think she needed better development. She really kind of just felt like she played into the drama, I think, of what you were talking about, and I think that did her a disservice as a character. But I think, and the thing is, like, even talking about these different pieces and parts, I'm really nitpicking something that is really well done because Kemmerer is she's great.
Right, like I said, like I really enjoyed this book. Like it hooked me, and like I'm planning on when it comes out, like this is going to be one of those books I'll put on display, and I'm sure kids are going to take it.
I'll recommend it. Like she's just really great, and I think these little pieces and parts are very small in comparison to this great book.
So we should rate it. Our rating system starts at the top with 5 unicorns. We go down to 2 unicorns. If we don't like it, it's a horse.
I am at 4 unicorns.
Make it a 4 or 5, but I'm like, part of me wants to go to the 5, but I think I'm going to stay with the 4.
See, and if you rate it 4, I feel like I almost have to rate it a 3 because I'm not at the same level as you.
Yeah, but we're different,
we're at different 4s.
Yeah, but it's all like, what was your reaction to the book?
Yeah.
And that's where, like I said, but I'm like at like a 4 or 5, but I just can't go up, and since we don't do halves.
We do not. You cannot have half a unicorn.
So that is where we are on, I just forgot the title of the book.
Call it
what you want.
Okay.
Maybe. Okay. We'll see you around.
Bye.